Hey folks, Chris here with MPC Remote Starts. Today I'm going to show you how to take this remote car starter and install it into this 2014 Jeep Wrangler Key-to-start. Let's get started. Okay, to start our install, what we need to do is just pop this panel down and remove these 3 screws here to expose the steering column jacket to get to the connectors for the install. So first here we're just going to simply pull this panel down, and it's on a hinge, so it's just going to slide right down. We're going to go ahead and remove our torque screws. These are a 20s torque. Down. And that's going to allow us to snap this panel off. There we go. That allows us to get right here to our connectors where we're going to plug in our T-harness. Okay, this is the connector right here at the transponder that we're going to remove to plug in our T-harness. So we'll get this out of our way here. That allows us to gain access to this, and all you got to do is push in on the clip right on this side, plug this right out. With that unplugged, you're going to take your T-harness, you plug the factory connector into your female, and then we're going to take our T-harness connector and plug it into the transponder connection. There we go. Be careful with this. This thing is very sensitive, so when you're working around it, try not to be so harsh with it. We'll plug this back in. There we go. And we are ready to move forward. Okay, on the 20-pin connector of the T-harness, there is a green with a red stripe. That wire needs to be cut only for Wrangler install. So we're going to go ahead and cut this wire loose before we do our programming. So we'll take our wire cutters, cut that wire loose. We'll go ahead and tape it off just to isolate it, but that's all you need to do. Now we're going to go ahead and do our programming. Okay, now we're ready to program the module. To do so, you're going to press and hold down the program button. While holding down the program button, you plug in the black 4-pin connector. The lights are going to come on. You're going to let go in a solid single blue light. There we go. Now plug in the rest of the connectors. So, plug in the white, red, and our 20-pin. Okay. Now we're going to turn the ignition key to the on position. Okay. The blue light will go out. It'll come back on flashing. When it comes back on flashing, turn the key off. Now, if you have a factory remote, you would press the lock button on the remote. This Jeep does not have a factory remote, so we just press the program button. Blue light will go on and then turn off, and our programming is complete. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and program the remote controls. This vehicle doesn't have a factory remote, so we're using the 1-button kit for the remote start. So first we need to do is take the blue antenna and the blue female from the T-harness, connect those together. Then the black connector will plug into the antenna. So to program the remotes, what you're going to do is you are going to temporarily disconnect the black 4-pin connector. Press and hold down the program button. While holding down the program button, plug in black 4-pin. This time you're going to let go when you see a solid blue and red together. There we go. Okay, now from here you press and hold, the blue and red will go out, and you wait. Keep holding until they come back on. Okay, once it comes back on, then you're going to put the key into the ignition, turn ignition to the on position. Then you'll see the yellow light come on. You'll notice that the antenna is now flashing. So on the remote control, press and hold and keep holding until it comes back on solid. Okay. There we go. That one's ready. Now we're going to go ahead and do the second remote. You have to program both remotes in the same process or they won't learn. And there it is, it came back on. Everything's flashed. Now we can turn the key to the off position, and we're going to test the remotes. Okay, everything's plugged in and programmed. And we're going to take on the remote control here of the 1 button and press and hold for 3 seconds. The remote start's going to activate, and we'll start the vehicle. Okay, that tests good. We're going to go ahead and hit the brake pedal. Shuts down. We're ready to button everything up. Okay, to remote start the vehicle with the 1-button remote, you're going to press and hold the remote for 3 seconds. Release. Okay, to do the takeover for this vehicle, go ahead and put the ignition key into the door lock, unlock the door, open the door. We're going to get into the vehicle. Okay, close the door. I'm going to put the key into the ignition, turn it to the full on position without starting the vehicle, then step on the brake pedal. Remote start is now shut down. You can now put the vehicle in gear and drive away.